to see you here with another musical morning. And Ginger and I have a craft for you because it's a craft day. I'm really excited. Today we're going to be making ribbon dancers, which are basically these little loop hoops with ribbons flying off of them that you can dance to. And it's really fun. They make a lot of fun. So you can use any kind of ribbon that you have in your house. I actually have some leftover birthday streamers. And so I took them and before we got on here this morning, I cut them in half so that they're not quite as thick as normally. But you can use birthday streamers. You can also use regular Christmas ribbon, like the kind you get at the dollar store that that twirls when you use, you can make curlicues with. You can cut up an old t-shirt. You can use, so any kind of fabric that can be in rhythm shape. I'm curious to see what you come up with. So if you have some stuff with you, that's fantastic. If you don't, you can also just watch and we'll show you how to do it. And then maybe later on today you can do it. You'll also need some kind of ring. And so what we found was shower curtain rings. And these aren't exactly a perfect circle, but that's okay. They're kind of fun to do this with. Or to hang it on your nose. I don't know. Will that work? All right. But we're using shower curtain rings. You can also use like a bracelet if your mom would let you use an old bracelet that's not super fancy. Or you know, any kind of circle you have in your house. You could even cut some cardboard out and make a circle for your ring. That's fine too. So those are some options, many choices. But today we're going to use a shower curtain ring and some birthday streamers. So the first thing you want to do is make sure you have the right length. And to figure that out, the best length for you to dance with is probably about the length from one hand all the way open. That's called your wingspan. It's how far your wings would spread if they could open up wide. So we have our wingspan just like this. And that's how long I did it. Then you take it together and you make the ends meet just at the top so that you have kind of a loop. So there you go. At the bottom, there's a loop. I made them my wingspan, not Ginger's, so hers are going to be a little long. So then you take your loop and you take your ring and you put the loop inside the ring. You pull it through just a little bit and you open up your loop just enough. And then you take the rest of your ribbon on the other side of your ring and you pull it through the loop. And then you kind of pull it nice and tight and snug. You might need a grown-up to help you with this, but I'll tell you, if you can figure out how to do this, then you're ready to tie your shoes. So that's a trick. Now mine just broke a little bit, so that's okay. If that happens, you can also just tie them like in a knot. You can have a grown-up help you with that. But I kind of like the loop if you can get it to work. All right, so I've got my first one on. And I like to do 5 of these in different colors. I think it's kind of exciting. But you can do however many you like and however many fit onto your thing. So I'm going to do it again. I have a really long ribbon. I fold it so that the ends match. Bring down my hand and find the loop at the bottom. There it is. I put the loop gently through the ring and then take my ribbon through the loop and bring it around. Make it, pull it nice and snug. Just like that. So now I've got 2. And look how pretty that is. It's going to be really fun to dance with. But it's not done yet. I want to put on a few more. I think I'll do red. Oh, Ginger, you've already have 3 on. It's so pretty. She's faster than me. So make your long ribbon. Fold it in half. Find your loop. Look through the loop. Put the loop into the ring. And then weave is kind of a word you can use for that. But weave the other end of your ribbon through the loop. Just take your time with it, and it's okay if you don't get it perfect right away or if it takes some practice. That's kind of you have to do a lot of little things with your fingers. That's a little tricky for some kids, especially as you're growing up. But there we go. We have now 3 on there. And I think I'm going to do a blue one. Oh, did yours break? Yeah, so if it breaks, that's okay. You just tie it on. No big deal. So now I've got blue. And again with the loop at the end. Send it through. So it's okay to take your time with it. It's okay to ask a grown-up for help. But there we go. We have 4, and I think I might do one more red one. We'll be all finished with mine. I hope some of you will make these and put pictures of them in the comments. I love to see your artwork when it's all finished. I love to see your instruments and the way that you're dancing. I miss all my friends. I miss going to our concerts on Saturday mornings. But this is a pretty good substitute for now, isn't it? But one day we'll all be back and we'll get to do the concerts again. I'm really looking forward to that too. All right. So I now have 5 ribbons on my ribbon dancer, and it looks really pretty, and it can swing back and forth. So let's see how Ginger's doing. As soon as Ginger finishes, I'll show you some different ways that we can move with them, and you can play with them in your house. But you can take your time, no hurry. We're not rushing through this. I'll take our time. It's not a big deal if something takes a little time, especially in days like this. It's kind of a lazy day. It's a Friday. Oh, Ginger's finished. Okay. So let's stand up and I'll show you some different ways to move with them. Okay. First of all, back up so you can see our whole body. All right. So one thing you can do, we're going to spread out just a little bit. Maybe Ginger, you can take a step up. We're going to just take from the top to the bottom and wiggle them like this. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. That's really fun. You can make big circles. Whee! You can make little circles. Or like this one, like a spiral. You can move, and then of course you can move around with them too. So you can dance like this. You can dance close to the floor like a snake. You can circle them above your head like that lasso we did yesterday. You can make them go up and down and up and down. So there's lots of different ways you can move really fast and little shaky movements, and I think that's kind of pretty because it sort of looks like that. But you can also make them glide very slowly. So there's all kinds of ways to play with these. And so I brought some music with me today, and we're going to dance with our ribbon scarves if you have them. If you don't, you can maybe just get a regular scarf or just dance with us anyway. And this music is by a man named Johann Sebastian Bach. I think Bach is fantastic. He lived 300 years ago, and he wrote this song about 300 years ago. And the thing I think is most interesting about Johann Sebastian Bach, I think you'll like this. He had, guess how many kids? You'll never guess. 20. He had 20 kids. Can you imagine having 19 brothers and sisters?
That's crazy.
And that's a lot of people in that house and that family. But he had 20 kids. He worked at this church where he was the organist and he played all kinds of instruments. And he came up with some really neat new ideas about music. They don't sound new to us anymore because it was 300 years ago. But then it was new. So this is Bach's Brandenburg Concerto. And we're going, let's see, which one? Number 2, the first movement. We're going to listen to it and we're going to dance with our ribbons. Are you ready? Here we go. Whoa. Thank you so much for joining us today. Oh, wait, switch spots. So that song will be too in our Spotify playlist. So if you want to dance to some Bach later this afternoon, maybe if you haven't had time to finish your ribbon dancer yet, you can do that. You can also dance to any of the music on there. There's a lot of music that's piling up in that playlist. So I hope some people are listening to it and using it at home. It's kind of fun. All right, Ginger, we're going to do our hand washing song for everyone. And I think when we get to shake them, we'll shake our dancers. What do you think?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, here we go. Hands a-washing, wash them till they're clean. Get some water, get some soap, and wash them till they're clean. Hands a-washing, wash them till they're clean. Get some water, get some soap, and wash them till they're clean. Hands a-washing, wash them till they're clean. Get some water, get some soap, and wash them till they're clean. Oh, where's the towel to pat them dry? It's on the rack, it's much too high. So now we'll have to shake them, shake them, shake them, shake them. Now we'll have to shake them, shake them, shake them till they're dry. Now we'll have to shake them, shake them, shake them, shake them. Now we'll have to shake them, shake them, shake them till they're dry. Woo! All right, thank you so much. It's great to see everyone today, and I am so happy that it's Friday. Tomorrow, I'm not actually going to be doing a new video, but we're going to be posting on Saturdays some of the favorite videos that not very many people saw. So we're going to be showing some highlight reels. I'm really excited about that. But I'll be back live on Monday, and I can't wait to see you all again.